I'm actually curious. Now that we're on this topic, let's look this up. Average house payment, let's say average mortgage um, in America. I wonder if there's a number for this. Okay, as of August 2024, the average monthly mortgage payment in the United States was around $2,200. Okay, $2,200. Do you feel like 2,200 is a ludicrous amount to pay for a house per month? Hell yes, that's a large amount. For 20 years, it's crazy, lol. No. I paid $2,500 for a 4 bedroom with an unfinished basement. How much was your purchase price, James? What's the median payment, California and other states with skewed average? I'll look it up. Average mortgage payment in California. Oh my God, $5,500. And the average mortgage balance is $443,000. Holy shit, man. That's ludicrous, bro. Oh my God. That's basically a whole 2,000 above the national average. That's insane. How much should I expect my physique to regress over the course of 3 weeks off the gym? I think we answered this question. You should. We talked about it last live. You should not have to worry, bro. You will be perfectly fine. Your physique will be just fine. Hard to say if the house mortgage is too much or appropriate, unless, yeah, true. Unless the location is considered. That's rent, not purchasing. Jesus, bro. You be renting that big bitch. Don't be blinded by today's artificial inflation. Dodge Ram might say 80,000, but they still value at 30,000. Just wait for Trump to adjust the money market. I think that's what we're all sitting here hoping for, man. I don't care about his political beliefs, or I don't even really give a shit about what he's doing in office, as long as life becomes easier for me. And I think that's what the majority of people care about. That's all that fucking matters, bro. If I can afford more shit and live a better life for it, then I'm cool. I would like not to have to work every day of my life to live a good life, you know? So that's what I care about. Now check mortgage in Georgia. Oh my God, that was wrong. Average mortgage in Georgia. It's 330. Average mortgage payment is between $1,789 to $2,060. That's pretty nice, actually. I would say that's like a fair mortgage payment. The prices are going up. That's a fact that's playing out now. Yeah, I think so. I think, well, as always, like prices are going to scale as interest rates do. But I think we're coming to a critical, like the market just lost like $10 trillion or whatever, $10 billion. I think we're getting to a critical mass where people like what, honestly, and I don't know if you guys can realistically, I don't know if you guys can realistically afford shit like this, right? I'm just kind of talking out my ass here, but what single what okay, so what, later 2020s couple is going to be able to afford a $300,000 home these days, right? Like, first of all, they have to pay a down payment, they have to pay for mortgage insurance, they have to pay for taxes, they have to pay for the actual licensing fees and all that as you do sell or buy the home, and then they have to pay the monthly payment. Like, I don't understand at this current interest rate plus market how people are actually affording living in a home. I pay about $1,600 for a 5 bedroom with a finished basement. Jesus, Darren, where are you living, bro? Tariffs are paid by the consumer, not the country that exports it. Yeah, I think it's funny you say that, because a lot of people do have the naivety to think that tariffs are all a good thing, when in reality, like, the companies selling products to the United States are just going to inflate the prices on the products they're selling to the United States. This is going to happen with just about everything. We're going to see soon. River Falls, Wisconsin. Okay, that makes sense. River Falls is a nice place. I've been there. What year did Darren get his interest rate? Yeah, that's a good question. I remember my first home payment. I was talking to Samantha about this. It was like 900 some dollars. It was like $923, $970, something like that. Those were the days, man. Those were the fucking days. Thank God for the VA loan. Thank God for the VA loan, dude. Because I don't know. Shit's whack, brother. I don't know what I'd be doing without that. I honestly just don't know how single families, like, it scares me when I think about, a newly uh, introduced father to the world and a newly introduced mother to the world. They just got married, paid for their wedding. They have to pay for all the healthcare issues related to having a child, and then they now have to figure out how to pay for a single family home, like a shitty single family home that likely needs work, and then they're forking out, dozens of thousands of dollars to get that. 2019, Darren, you're a G for snagging that. Miami is impossible to get property. Have to go to Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Boca. That's why the states will buy elsewhere. I'm 40, wife, 5 kids, own my own business, and I'm fucking drowning. I make decent money, but it's never enough. Dude, I can relate to that, man. I can absolutely relate to that, bro. And I don't even have, like, that's the thing. I don't even have your problems. I make, I don't love talking about it because I'm not like Wes Watts or anything, but I make good fucking money, bro. I make stupid good money for my age. And I've always done that since I was like 22. I still feel like I'm struggling every week. Every day I get worried about shit. I still feel like I'm struggling. I'm like, how is this even possible right now? And I'm not, I know we're just talking about Cybertrucks and shit, but dude, I am not like a bad investor. Like, I invest most of my money. And it's just, it blows me away, dude, how people are surviving in this when they have families. Because the average household income in America is under 100K. It's like, what the fuck? I downsized on my apartment so I don't have a mortgage anymore, and some savings in the bank allowing me to spend more on cars. There you go. My rate was 3% 6 years ago. Jesus, I bought down my rate to 6% when I bought a new house 2 years ago. How much did you pay to buy down your rate? Having a kid isn't a necessity, so people are going to go without. I'll never have kids. Yeah, I think honestly at this point, if someone is interested in experiencing life outside of their state, they can't have kids, because to afford the ability to travel, to do things, and to experience things, it's definitely going to require a single family or a single guy with no kids. Legitimately. It's a crazy situation. I don't even know how to interpret it. It's such a drastic issue, and I think it really gets blown over in a lot of internet speak and politics and stuff like that. But truly, when we're talking about like those 20-year-olds who are just trying to start a family, bro, what are they doing? How do you get out of that? Like, you literally can't. You're stuck in a rent basically for the rest of your life until you can actually, rack up enough racks to pay a down payment. The buy down only costs you $1,500, hey? That's crazy. I live with my mommy at 25. Dude, fuck it. I wish I could. How can I afford it? And also went to the top university. Says, wow. Went to a top uni for computer science in the US. It's over. Damn, dude. Bro, fuck it though. I won't even get mad at that. But I would love to live with parents. Look, as a whole, I think the family system should stick together, actually. Like, if you can accumulate wealth as a family, it's much better than trying to accumulate wealth on your own. Because if you, your brother, your sister, your mother, and your dad are all trying to do their own thing, there's, you got 5 different car payments, you got 5 different insurance payments, you got 5 different mortgages. What are you going to be able to buy when everyone's wealth is so divided like that? But if you could stick together and just pool all your wealth together and then splurge in on shit that's big together, you're going to be able to live such a more fruitful life and make way more meaningful investments over a long period of time. We live on one salary of $60K. All my kids live with me, ranging from 8 to 26. Holy shit, Darren, that's incredible. It's scary, to be honest. I would be terrified to have a kid. I would wake up having panic attacks. Yeah, me too. There does come a freedom with renting. Mixing family and business can get messy though, yeah. Mixing family and business can get messy. It's just that I think you're much more viable to, if you had a good family, if you had a good family and you had a general understanding that you're trying to get out of this thing together, I think you could do it. I commend people that have kids too. You have to have kids. I would rather live in a tent with my children and wife and just live some dream, even though it's incredibly difficult. Kids are so worth it. Yeah, it's just I've always wanted kids, dude. I really have. I've always wanted two kids. Like, I think it'd just be the perfect life. It's just so hard to conceptualize as a guy who's been able to travel the world and do like all these crazy things. A guy who's in the army, doing all the fuck shit that you do in the army, and it's like, being able to afford nice things and not just like, I'm in a situation where if I generally want something, I just buy it. I don't have to really consider the effects of it. But with kids, that's absolutely not a possibility. And that's just scary to me. Renting is as much as buying a house in some cities. It is, but more fees come with renting, right? Like, or sorry, will come with buying. If shit goes wrong, like for instance, I've spent, close to 25K on my house, and I've lived here for a month. You know what I mean? It's like shit adds up quick when you're living alone or in a house owning it, because technically you don't even own it. The bank owns it, but you're just paying for all the shit to fix it. Get Rex suggests $300 to $600 per month is fair. Times and attitudes have certainly changed over the last 30 years. This is a strange new world we live in, Yeah. It is weird, man. I don't really know how to, like I said before, I don't really know how to interpret it because it's so condemning. I work my ass off, dude. Like, I really do. I don't think people realize like how many hours I work, how many days in a row I work, how consistently I just roll out of bed, start working, doing shit all day, go to bed doing shit, texting on my phone, like literally all day to make a solid ass income. Like, I make, really good money. But at the end of the day, if I stop for one day, that's money I lose. If I mess up one day, that's money I lose. And like the life I have to live to make myself happy costs money. And if I fail at doing me every single day perfectly, I lose. And that's a terrifying thought to have to like, it's only going to get worse. You know what I mean? That's because of the new house that will subside the longer you live there. Yeah, but it's still a cost. You know what I mean? Like I don't think any like newly-wed couples have the amount of liquid cash I have just to drop on something like that. Like if something seriously went wrong in their house, it's fucked. Like there's literally no issues that they could, if an AC goes out, if the fucking water heater goes out, these are problems that they might not be able to afford. Kolton, you just gay, and that's why you have no kids. Be straight up with us. I wish it was that easy. I really do. Well, someone needs to have kids, otherwise the economy will literally collapse. Yeah.